Hello, it's Nicola Downs at Trentham Invest, and today is Friday, the 10th of July, 2026. It has been a heat wave this year, and we're on round 2 of the heat wave in the UK. And thankfully, we've got air conditioning in our offices, and it's just so grateful to have that. On the topic of heating up and cooling down, I want to talk today about what's changing and what changes are coming afoot for ISAs. There's a lot of talk about what's changing, what's happening, and I want to sort of clear any myths that you might have. So more things are coming. We've got limits of 20,000. We've got figures of 12,000 getting bandied around. We've got age 65 under and over getting talked about. We've got tax rates, interests. What's going on? What can I do? So first thing is, don't panic. And as one of our things goes, is that learn the rules like a pro, so you can use them to your own advantage. So that's what we're going to do here. So ISAs, it's the amount that you can pay in is changing, or the combinations of what you can pay in is changing. So let's start with those who are under 65. The maximum they're going to be able to put into a cash ISA is coming from 20,000 down to 12,000. So those under 65, and I'm still in that camp, the maximum is 12,000 for the year in cash. If you are not a cash ISA investor, or you're not really using cash ISAs for investment purposes and you're on the investment programs, then your maximum remains at £20,000. The alternative is you could do 12,000 in cash and the balance of 8 into investment ISAs and use your 20,000 allowance that way. When you hit the jackpot age of 65, then it's like, the full rules apply to you. So you can choose 20,000 in cash or 20,000 in investment, or a combination thereof. So that's up to you. You make your own rules and to suit your circumstances. What else is happening? Well, if we look under the bonnet of these things, under the bonnet of cash, look under the bonnet of investment ISAs, a lot of people saying, well, what's happening? Can I, if I've got an investment ISA that's part cash within the portfolio, i.e. you're a low risk investor, say a risk 3 or 4 out of our scale of 10, you might have some cash in there. So let's talk about those. So you can have hard cash, which are things, and I would class those as cash in the bank, Barclays, HSBC, Santander, etc. Any interest that's earned from those will be taxed at 22%. And this is whether you're under or over 65. If you have an investment portfolio that's got cash-like investments, where the category is money market, as long as it's not 100% of your investment pot, then that's okay. Other things such as funds, UK equities, American equities, Far East, Europe, investment trusts, gilts, ETFs, they're all okay. So then we talk about, well, I've got a cash ISA and I've got an investment ISA, and I'd like to transfer between the two. So what happens then? If you have a cash ISA and you want to transfer to an investment ISA, well, then you can do that, and that's allowed at any age, under 65, over 65. That's not a problem. If, however, you have an investment ISA and you go, oh, I'm a bit spooked, I want to go into cash, hard cash with Barclays, Santander, HSBC, etc., then you'll be blocked if you're under 65, but you'll be allowed if you're over 65. So that's it. That's the rules. So in summary, if cash interest is taxed at 22%, then platform providers are probably going to cease paying any interest on cash invested in ISAs. Probably. If you have cash and cash-like investments within your invested portfolio, then as long as it's less than the full amount in the portfolio, then everything's okay. We start our portfolios at risk 3 and we meet this criteria. So there's no need to increase the risk in your invested ISA portfolio just because you think, oh, I've got to get out of the cash thing. Don't panic. We've got you covered. And definitely don't panic and start changing your plans, right? Because of some headlines. The headlines don't affect your overall plans or strategies. It's all going to work out. If you've got any personal questions, just send us an email as you normally do, and we'll be very happy to help. Thanks for your time.